And we're live.
Thanks for joining us in the SFuels VPR Stadium. To make sure everything runs smoothly, we're going to take you through a few simple steps to get ready for a session.
First of all, you want to make sure you've got all your training gear ready and you're logged into Zwift. Now launch the live YouTube show by clicking the Join Stadium button on the SFuels website.
You won't want to miss a second of the action. Make sure that you come into the stadium about 5 minutes in advance so you're ready to go. You have your SFuels right by your side because it is going to be hot in there, and we look forward to seeing you in the stadium.
Well, hey, welcome folks to the SFuels VPR Stadium. It's 6 p.m. on the East Coast of the US here, and it's about 6 a.m. in Asia and mid-morning in Australia and New Zealand. So this is the Stadium for All, and thanks for joining. It's a Sweatfest session this afternoon. It'll be one of the 3 sessions that we continue to build out over the next few months. The other 2 sessions being the VPR Battles and the SFuels Stadium Experiences. They'll be coming soon. I hope you're in Watapia, warming up. It's going to be a high-intensity session, and to help us through that, please welcome our ITU off-road triathlon world champion, Lewis Ryan, all the way from New Zealand. How's things, buddy?
Hey, Tim. Things are pretty good down here in New Zealand at the moment.
That's great.
Looking forward to getting into this stadium session. Pretty exciting workout coming up. One of my absolute favourite run workouts. So.
There you go.
It's a tough one, but it's great to be back.
Well, I guess it's spring down there and warming up, right?
It is, yeah. So for us down here in the southern hemisphere, we're kind of coming into race season. So
right.
And weather's getting warmer, athletes getting fitter and faster. So
that's great.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, and I think we're all looking forward to a bit of racing. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about that as we get into the session today. Hey, folks, so this is the first time we've ever tried also a new capability in the SFuels VPR Stadium. That is that we're taking the stadium to the streets. So aside from being indoors, looking at the YouTube live show and running on a treadmill, you can now actually take that whole experience outside with the audio player. And you can hit the play button there, and you can jump outside, and you can hear the whole stream of the show as you're running through the streets in your hometown there. So we're still ironing out some issues there. Any feedback, well received. Ultimately, we'll turn that into an app and make that really functional. I guess, Lewis, you've missed a few races this winter, but sessions like this will certainly get you ready for the real thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a real bummer to pretty much write off the whole year of races.
Right.
All the way from March through to now, all of our exterior World Tour races were cancelled, basically. So,
yeah.
But no, these are awesome, right? It's bringing a little bit of sort of competitive spirit, but also like just happy to be sort of moving, going hard again sort of way. So, no, absolutely. Just stoked to be back sort of, I guess, training or, with people again, like
right.
That's the cool thing about this is that there's a few of you from all over the world right now, and I guess it's kind of getting back to that spirit of kind of competition that we love, but really just sort of like community of everyone coming together trying to do better. So
sure,
absolutely loving it.
Good. Well, hey folks, you didn't come to just watch, but you came here to get into this, and today we've got a mile speed development session. I'm going to talk through that in a second, but for folks that are new to the stadium, maybe if I can excuse me, first just give you a little insight, orient yourself around the stadium. Obviously we have Zwift running in the background, but there'll be two things that come up on the screen through the whole session. One of them will be a interval timer, which will either be a bike timer if we're doing a bike session, or a stopwatch timer if we're doing a run session like today. You'll also see two screens come up. One screen that you'll have the SFuels host on, like today, Lewis, and then you'll also see another screen coming up, which is our participating athletes like yourselves in Zwift, and we'll surface you as we get into the session. So fairly simple, but hopefully that just gives you some context around Zwift and the stadium. Okay, so as I said, this is the mile speed development session. Lewis, why don't you walk us through it?
Yeah, so today what we're going through is a mile speed development session, all about building some of the top end speed, but also it helps with generally like your efficiency at pace. So we're going for 30 seconds on and then 30 seconds off. We're going to be like during that 30 second on, you're talking your heart rate zone isn't going to be super responsive, so you're more using like your perceived effort as guidance. So we're talking 8 to 9, you're absolutely gassed, you've got nothing, but also understanding that's the maximum maintainable pace, because we are going to be doing 8 reps and then 6 sets of that. So you want to be going as hard as you can for that 30 seconds, but with the understanding that you are going to have to do 8 reps of it and 6 sets of it. So just try to gauge that. If you're not sure, if you haven't done a session like this before, go out on the side of caution and build into it. There's no point going out running, two reps as hard as you can and then blowing up for the rest of it. So if you're new to gauging this type of effort level, go out cautious, build into it. But yeah, we're going through that session and showing a few little tips and tricks along the way.
Sounds good, buddy. Well, hey folks, as Lewis said, this is a RP 9 or 10 session. From a lactate threshold perspective, those folks who use lactate threshold, this is really shooting for around 105% of your lactate threshold. So just as an example there, if your lactate threshold is about 160, you should be shooting for somewhere around 168 beats per minute. Obviously, in the only having 30 seconds of rest, it's not going to come off that much. We will get into the 2-minute proper rest sessions and between each set, and we should see that heart rate come back down. Well, hey Lewis, I think we're almost ready to go. How about yourself?
I guess I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I've had a heavy morning. We've been in the lab at High Performance Sport testing a pre-feeding study. So
no excuses, buddy.
Already put in some heavy work on the bike, but here we go.
All right, well, I'm going to get the countdown timer, folks. We'll have 60 seconds to count down, and we'll get into the first set. And as Lewis said, that'll be 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. We'll do that 8 times, and then we'll have 2 minutes rest, and we'll do 6 of those sets. So, going to be a blast. All right, folks, let me see how we're doing here. We've got about 30 seconds to go, and I'll be using the music and my voice to also help you know when to put the speed on and when you can back off to the rest. We've got 20 seconds to go. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Let's ramp it up, folks. Okay, I can bring that back. Hey Lewis, I saw a little bit of a comment there on social this week. I thought I saw your 5K time was sitting underneath 14 minutes there. How long ago was that?
Well, that was about 18 months ago actually. It's been a while. But yeah. No, that's kind of a barrier that I've tried Keep
All right.
playing for a while now.
Let's bring it back up, folks. Rep number 2.
What you might find, and what I think is finding here is that the delay of the trip does make it quite hard. So while we count down into the 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, you are going to have to understand that there's a slight lag on the on and off. Just the nature of the treadmill speeding up and slowing down. So
Gotcha.
do your best to hang in there.
Okay, we're into a rest there, folks. I think we need some voice control on these treadmills, right? So we can just switch it up and switch it down with voice.
Yeah, it would be cool if you could set a speed for the on and off, but yeah, we haven't quite got that far yet.
Cool. Let's ramp it back up, folks. This is rep number 3. Anyone today who comes in under the 4-minute space, you'll get the bell. You'll hit the sub 5 club. Hey, Lewis is here in the sub 4 club. I'll have to create some new graphics. Okay, back in the rest. Hey, Tim Reynolds. Thanks for joining, buddy. Trust Florida's all good with you down there. I know you've had a bit of rain lately. And good to have you here in the stadium. Oh, we've had technical, mechanical issues. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and let's bring that back up, folks. Back down. Okay, let me see if I can surface some of the team here with us today.
Yeah, that'll be good. Get the camera off me, mate.
Yeah, let me just bring a few up. Here's Tim Reynolds down on the bay in Watopia. Okay, 3, 2, 1, folks. This is rep number 5. Okay, bring that back down. Nice going there, Tim. Sitting in the sub 5 club. I definitely got to create a sub 4 club graphic and animation here in the stadium. You guys just going too fast today. All right, let's see who else we've got in the stadium today. I think Lee was planning to join. He was just coming out of a meeting, so we've probably got to change. All right, folks, let's bring it back up. This is rep number 6. Okay, come back off. Hey Eric, good to have you with us again, buddy. He's consistently been in the stadium since we got started here. Awesome to see, and cranking out some low 3s there. Yeah. Nice work, buddy.
What you might find, I'm not sure, because of the lag in the treadmill, you can actually just set the treadmill to the speed you want to try and run it long reps, and then safely try to jump to the sides when they're in the hole. Sort of just stand there, back up the pace.
Okay.
Accelerating quickly. With that, it's an easier way to mitigate the lag.
Gotcha. Okay. What is this? Rep number 7? Well, hey, it's awesome seeing a few of our athletes around the world starting to race again. I'm going to show you some of the racing that they've all been up to. And man, it's been a long time between races. Let's see if Lee is not quite yet. Still coming. Okay, this is the 8th rep, folks. Let's pile it on.
This transient effect, I want to direct you from this line. Falling off the broken cause that I cannot pretend that we are cleaning up.
Okay. There's 8. That's the first set down, folks. So we're going to jump into a bit of rest now. And while we do that, we'll just show you a little bit about what we're doing here at SFuels. Make sure on this first 30 minutes, folks, you steer clear of the carbohydrates. Let's keep it free, either water or SFuels train, and that'll open up those GLUT4 channels. We'll talk a little bit more about this as we get into the session today. There is a article that we've written about this first 30 minutes. I'll put the notes in the YouTube chat, and you can check it out there, but it'll give you the technical details behind what this story is, behind why we say in this first 30 minutes not to use carbohydrate. Now,
pre-exercise feeding study, and I just got my results back today and it showed that for me the best adaptation was whilst fasted or with a protein and no carbohydrate ingestion for the pre-exercise. So I guess that sort of hones back to everything we've always said with SFuels, which is, I like fast 60 minutes before starting with water or the train product, and then after a while with the intensity, then we can look to add some race blast if it's a really high intensity session. But I mean, we've actually got data that I've done myself now this morning, and Dan's gone to it. Plenty of people much more qualified than myself to say, yeah, starting with the fasted or the protein ingestion is the way to go.
Right. Yeah, we'll talk a bit more about this as we get into the session today. But we're about 24 seconds away from getting into set number 2. Not so easy.
Yeah, the 2 minutes recovery disappears quite quickly.
Does it feel like? All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, folks. Let's bring it back up. Rep number 1, set number 2. So you're spending a bit of time in the lab at the moment, Lewis.
Yeah. What we did, we initially set up a baseline test for carbohydrate ingestion and a protein ingestion.
Right.
And over the course of a sub-maximal period, as well as some max 6, 5, 3 minutes on, we measure the power outputs, efficiencies, all sorts of numbers, and yeah,
Interesting. Okay, back to rest, folks.
To say that, yeah, I think for myself and one of the other people started that the carbohydrate-free session, dull and fat burn, didn't really have any increase in top end power. So it really shows that with the fasting and protein, it's a lot more efficient. You can actually reach higher powers.
Okay, let's ramp it back up, folks.
Take it from me, I've learned my lesson. She gave everything, she was such a blessing.
I guess I gotta give him one of these.
From day to day, she would change her way.
Gotta give him the bell.
Give me her love, then she take it away, take it away, take it away. Just like the Reaper, thought she was the one for me, turned out she was a sleeper. Sleeping on me, in this game of love. I was too blind to see, it'll never be enough. So good is never good enough for her. She won't stay for long while she's breathing.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see who else is in the stadium with us. Jump across here to Tim. Okay, ramp it back up, folks.
Elevator.
Tim Reynolds down in 309. Nice going. Okay, bring that back down, team. What are we in? We're 4 reps in, 4 to go.
I always like to try and break this thing down to my head and try and make it
Never enough for her.
Okay, rep number 5.
She's like an elevator, elevator. She'll take you up and bring you down, down, down. She's like an elevator, elevator. She'll take you up and bring you down, down. Just like an elevator.
3, 2, and 1. Bring that back down. Well, hey, great to see a few Ironman 70.3 races on the weekend. So there's an article last week on the 87-year-old Japanese racer shooting for still competing when he's 90, he says. He's already the oldest Ironman competitor, and he's planning to stay racing until 90. So if that's not encouragement for us all, I don't know what is.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
It is incredible. Let's bring it back up, team. This is rep number 6.
Give me her love, then she take it away.
Tim's back down to 313, 312, 311, 310, 309. Nice going, Tim. Let's see if Eric's in town.
Please don't get jealous of the things
Okay, bring that back down for a rest. We got a couple more to turn on, folks, and then we'll get into a rest. Okay, I think Eric's with us. Hey, buddy. Good to have you with us, bud. He's in training for Everest, as you can see there. Nice. All right, 3, 2, 1, and this is rep number 7. I'll bring it back up.
I can't help but feel the way I feel when I'm with you. When I'm
pace is still on by Mr. Tower. Nice work there. We'll, I gotta give you what a bell. That's just too good. There you go. Welcome to the Sub 5 Club. Well, you got some nice views down in Watopia, Eric. Nice flat running too, which is good for pace. So let's bring it back up. This is number 8, folks, the last one.
When I'm with you, when I'm with you, I can't help but feel the way I feel when I'm with you, when I'm with
you. Okay, you can bring that back down. We got a full 2.5 minutes rest. And as I said, we've had some awesome racing recently. John Hughes down in Australia, leading out, getting the racing going again in Australia, and he came in with the fastest run time of the day. So that was great, great finish by John. Christina just knocked out the Barclay Marathon last weekend, 37 miles, and if any of you know about the Barclay Marathon, you're basically creating your own trail. You find out the course 15 minutes before the race, and you need a GPS because you're building and making the trail. And if you've seen any of the photos of Christina's legs and arms after that race, it's a rough one. And then down the bottom, we've got Tony Convalen. He came second in the gravel race there in Kentucky, and put the SFuels brand on the stadium. And Christina actually was leading the race, and the last little mile or two, last hour or two, she got past but finished second there. So some great results from the SFuels Endure IQ Purpose Ambassador Racing Team, and we got a few of the folks on today with us. Great to have you, and we're going to kick off the team again as we go into October into December, and then hopefully the races switch back on, and can't wait to surface more of you folks in 2021. We got 45 seconds before we dial up into set number 3. We're getting through.
I tell you what, it is incredibly hot in this garage.
Yeah. Well, we're coming into the winter here. It actually came on quite a bit this week here in North Carolina. But it's supposed to be warm again this weekend. Okay, we got 12 seconds, folks, and we'll get started again.
My treadmill's gone dead.
Good excuse, buddy. All right, let's get going. Rep number 1. I'm going to ramp this back up. Okay, bring that back to a rest. Welcome to the Sub 5 Club again, Eric. Good start to set number 3. Rep 1 down. You're gonna have to run on the spot.
Yeah, I know. I'm not too sure what I'm gonna have to do here.
This is a new scenario we hadn't planned for. Okay, folks, let's ramp them up. It's rep number 2.
Oh, here we go.
that back down into a rest. Oh no, sorry, we're actually in the interval, not in the rest. My apologies, folks. Extended rest in New Zealand. Back up and running. That's good to see.
Back up and going.
That's good. Thought you may have to turn into a boring host like me. I'd rather be on the treadmill, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, wow. You must have one behind that curve or something.
Yeah. Hey, Lee, we got you on the screen, buddy. We're going to ramp up from the rest now into the run. Let's turn it up, folks. We're on rep number 4. Back down. What was that?
Seriously impressive running by everyone else who's joined us in the stadium.
Alright. We got you on a stall here. They even got your long hair in Zwift. That's pretty
Exactly,
cool.
right? Design your own character, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're 3 seconds, folks. Let's bring Lewis up here as he ramps back up. Let's get it up, folks. Nice going. I'll give you the bell. I think even though you have an extended rest, I'll give you the bell. So we're 5 reps down. We got 3 to go. Here it is, rep number 6. Okay, bring that back down. 6 down, 2 to go. Let's see how Tim's doing. Okay. Still with us. He's resting at 5:10, 5:11. Let's ramp it back up and let's see what this comes down to. rest there. Tim, I've given you the sub 5 club bell, but just think it's like the sub 3 club bell. I'll build a new one for you, new bell for you. I think I was building these bells on miles, like minutes per mile, and we're running here in kilometers, so I gotta switch this back. All right, folks, let's bring it back up. This is the 8th rep. All right. Nice work there, team. We got 30 seconds down and then a full 2 minutes. So hopefully you're going to get a bit of decent rest. The heart rate comes back down this time. One of the things we talk about, of course, is at this kind of time, about 30 minutes in, feel free to start adding some starch. You've opened up the GLUT4 channels, and you should have no problem now to oxidize both the carbohydrate and the fat. Actually, one aspect to that, folks, and we just wrote an article on that. I'll put some links in the chat. Just watch out for fructose and maltodextrin. If you start taking those things, it'll actually suppress your GLUT4 channels, so that's the last thing you want. So I'll put the article note in YouTube chat. You can check that out. How's the treadmill doing there, bud? Still working for you?
Yeah, I just came off this time under recovery, so just keep it running.
Yeah.
Right. I just put some great plus myself. So given the coconut lime flavour today.
Maybe you got to put a bit of this Race Plus in the treadmill.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
I reckon.
So, folks, I just put that link of that article into the YouTube chat there. You can check that out later. All right, we're 38 seconds or so from switching on to what is this? Will be set number 4.
This is number 4, getting them done. All down to the
Getting it done.
Yeah.
Thursday afternoon. Friday morning for you. You're almost done for this week. You're nearly at the end of the week.
I know. That'll be a good feeling, guys. I'll tell you what, once I'm on this treadmill, I'll be putting my feet up for a couple of hours. That's for sure.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring that back up, folks. This is rep number 1, set number 5.
Set number 4, I think.
4, sorry.
We can call
Getting
it 5.
carried away here.
5.
Jim's back down to the 3s. Nice to see, buddy. Let's see how Eric's doing over there. So for any of the first timers to have come to the stadium, the way that we're surfacing the athletes here on Zwift into the show, just bring that back down, folks, let's rest, is that you'll need a foot pod, and you put that on your shoe, and then you log into Zwift. It'll see your foot pod, and that's what's giving the speed here in Zwift. And obviously if you have a heart rate monitor, that'll get picked up in Zwift also. So that's how that's all working. Okay, let's bring that up. This is rep number 2. Okay, bring that back down. So yeah, as we said, particularly if you're doing 2 sessions a day, after that first 30 to 60 minutes, you want to start increasing your starch in addition to the MCT, and that'll help you to oxidize both carbohydrate and fat at the same time. You can do that with the Race Plus formula, and it'll keep you going, as I said, particularly for a double session for a single day. Let's bring it back up. This is rep number 3. Going there, Tim. Still churning them out of the low 3s. It's impressive. Let's see if we've got some other folks here. Okay, 5 seconds to go, folks, and we'll bring that back up. 3, 2, and 1. And let's turn it on. Down. You breathing there yet, Lewis?
Oh, mate. I'm breathing. I'm almost fucking over. I think I'm going to come off the last one.
It's good going. I think you said it was one of your favorite sessions, so here it is.
It is, yeah. Probably a fight.
All right, let's ramp it back up, folks. Low 3s.
Yeah.
Got some great speed here this afternoon. It's awesome.
What? We should have a quick relay.
That's right.
Pretty quick time.
Hey, so we got some other folks out there. It may not be actually have all the Zwift technology turned on, but Narissa and Brandon and D Holmes, thanks for joining us today. Okay, let's ramp it up. This is rep number 6. Back down. We got 2 more to go in this set, folks, and then we'll jump back into a full 2 minutes of rest. Got some interesting data to share on just some of the recent studies talking about psychologically how people feel about training in the morning versus training in the afternoon. Fairly interesting data that just come out, and I'll put that up on the screen in the rest period until then, but we got to ramp it back up. It's time for rep number 7. Right. One more, folks, and then we'll have a decent rest. The Earth's moving under your feet. At least in Watopia it was.
Yeah, exactly. It is on the treadmill as well.
Okay. This is the last one, so let's make something of it, folks. Bringing it back up.
Can't compete with the gusto. You and me, girl, I think we're holding it together. If we just don't make a sound, I am hoping we are flying high forever. When our feet are off the ground.
3, 2, and 1, and bring that back off, team, and get your breath back. Good to see. It's some impressive running there today. So you've earned this rest. Let me bring up some articles here. So this is the one I was just talking about, and while you get your breath back, I'll bring up a few charts here. Actually looked at quite a lot of people in this particular study, but you know, obviously COVID's brought a very different type of training that everyone's working with. But this study was saying that 68% of athletes were, or basically not just athletes, but recreational folks doing some training. 68% was after work and 38% before work. And obviously some folks were running multiple times a day. If you add these three areas together, you get more than 100%. So I figure a few people are doing double up in the day. But anyway, pretty interesting. This is even in the by work location. You know, folks that are working in the office, 75% are still after work, and if they're remote, that's much less. More like 25% more people are actually exercising before work if they're working from home or remotely. So that's fairly interesting.
Yeah, I think like that, I guess it's on the intensity as well, you know, like sometimes it's hard to drag yourself up and get to something intense, but you know, maybe if you got intensity, it's maybe a little easier to build motivation for that during the day. So yeah,
right.
Yeah. Really interesting. I guess it suits the stadium.
That's it. We're going to have morning sessions in the stadium and afternoon in the sessions, and that's what we are thinking about, folks. So give us some time and we'll get that worked out. So we're about 30 seconds away from set number 5, and I'll jump back into the stadium proper as you get ready for that.
Behind me, because for the session. So if you recognise the Garrett, we look together and
all right. Here we go, folks. Rep number 1. There you go. The speed is awesome this afternoon, folks. I did look up current mile world record. Still 1999, 21-year-old world record set by El Garouche. And it's like 3:43. So that's
wow.
Yeah, I think actually, folks, we've got a bit of an error on the interval timer, which we're going to have to go and get that corrected. It seems to be running a little longer, but we'll get that sorted out. Lewis, you know what your best mile time is?
I haven't run a mile, but it's actually a goal of mine for this year. Or might be next year to try and run a sub 4 minute mile as a goal of mine.
Right.
So that's,
Okay.
yeah. I can run like a cave on pace, and I can run a pretty close to 1500. But yeah, it's not.
It'd be interesting to know what you put on the scoreboard.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So now we're in a rest. Sorry, in an interval. Back to a rest, and apologies folks for having an error on the timer there. We'll have to get that corrected, but we had all that worked out.
And I'd love to see, like, it's really cool to see everyone in the stadium, like, how you guys actually sweating in real life as well. So, whack something up on Instagram or Facebook or
take it away, just like the Reaper. Thought she was the one for me, turned out she was a sleeper.
Bring it up, folks.
Sleeping on me in this game of love. I was too blind to see it'll never be enough. So good is never good enough for her. She won't stay for long while she's bringing you down, but she'll suck you right in with what she's doing. You'll want her somehow in her final bow, like an elevator. She'll take you up and bring it down. She's like an elevator.
What are we in? We're 4 in. 4 to go.
4 in.
Yeah. I have Tim now on. Oh, he's at the Miami Beach in Florida. Must be.
Great.
Back into it, folks. Bring it up.
Take it from me, I've learned my lesson. Don't let her get close, don't get invested, no. She's not like you and I. So don't be fooled by those pretty eyes. Nothing behind them, nothing but cold winning nights. Freezing on me in this game of love.
All right, that's 5 reps down. Folks, if you want to, if you can, you don't have to do it now, but even after the session, type into YouTube chat. If you had an interest in actually being a video stream into these shows, we can absolutely do that. If you'd like to run with a world champion or a world record holder, we can give you that opportunity. For now, let's bring it back up. This is rep number 6.
Take it from me, I've learned my lesson. She gave everything.
Nice going there, Tim. Still sitting in the sub 3s, and this is what are we in? Set 5. That's good going.
Yeah. There is difference. That pace is no joke.
Good to see the pace back, Tim. I'm sure you're dying to get into a race. Maybe challenge Miami. All right, let's bring it up.
Please don't get jealous of the things I've done, 'cause I have made my way through the better days. I will not be angry if you walk away, 'cause it just proves that you are not okay. I should've known from the start that I was done in something.
Nice going, Lee. Good to see you ramping that up, buddy. Putting in some serious mileage on your bike lately, I see on social. It's impressive.
Yeah.
Lee's cranking out the miles, and he's also on one of these, like, 25 days of push-ups kind of challenge. So every time I open my phone on social, I see Lee doing push-ups. All right, 7. We're at number 8 of set number 6. Let's make this count, folks.
Please stop your yelling, you used to be so calm. You were my number one, but now you're just no fun. I showed you my hand and you played it repeatedly. Oh, and now it's time to go back into me. Oh, I should've known from the start.
Nice work, folks. That's we've got now 5 sets down, 1 set to go. Good to see you cranking these out.
Well done, man.
So hey, should get your breath back. Here's a little bit more data on this study. So these folks were just trying to understand how the mental outlook was, the difference between training the morning versus training the afternoon. And for the before work folks, 94%, 94% on energy, 93% on focus, 93% on productivity. We're calling that out by training before work. Training after work, it was like in the 70s. So that's fairly interesting just to see how different times of the day when we exercise can have a orientation on your outlook on life. And so only 48% felt creative during the workday of folks that did not work out. And that just shows you the impact of, beside the cardiovascular, just mentally, what exercise is doing for us on outlook. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I'd absolutely believe it as well. If you think about how positive it feels to start the day with a workout, it carries through the whole day. I think through my lower intensity first, and after the higher intensity, that's the key. Get up to that straight away, get the drive, yeah, and
Interesting.
It's a great way to
Yeah. So it just says here 91% of managers were more patient with their employees. So for all you managers in the session today, it's helping your employees, and I'm sure they appreciate it. So there you go. Hey, so we're going to jump back into the stadium, and we're about 22 seconds away from that 6th and final set. And awesome achievement, team, on pouring out some of this performance through these 6 sets today. All right, we're 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring it up, folks. Rep number 1. Eric's still hitting a cheeky 4 minutes per kilometer there on the first rep of set number 6. He's not even stopping for a rest. Just can't get enough. Can't stop this guy. Yeah, there you go. It's kicking in. All right, we're 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rep number 2. Let's ramp it up. Okay, bring that back down.
Wow. My body's definitely giving up the ghost. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, it's a full-on session. So folks, when we turn on some of the experiences, they're going to be longer and slower, and we're also working up some bricks, which is going to be awesome. We'll talk more about that in a second. Let's ramp it up. This is rep number 3. What's that?
Right.
No free lunch.
Hopefully, hang in there.
Yeah, it's a great session. I have to thank Mr. Plews for helping to put this together, and Zach. All right, folks, bring it up. 4th rep. Down. Nice going there, Tim. Still cranking out those sub 3s. Let's see how Lewis is handling this. Did you pay extra for that long hair on Zwift, or? All right, here we go. Rep number 5. Ramp it up. Nice going there, buddy. All right, we're 5 down. Hard yards in the stadium. We're churning out some great gains here, folks. Good to see everyone kicking on right to the finish. Kind of interesting on a few of these stadium sessions so far. We've only just got this started, obviously, but there seems to be more participants as we get more and more onto these sessions. All right. Into rep number 6. Okay.
Here we go.
2 more. Nearly nailed this, team. Nice work. We've got recovery in our sights.
Yeah. We got a lot of revival.
Nice chocolate revival shake. Get you set up for tomorrow. Wow. You might have another session today, Lewis, but here on the East Coast in the US, we're done. Okay, 7th rep. one more rep, folks. Finish it off. Some quality running here this afternoon across the stadium around the world. Awesome to have you all joining here and having a blast with us in the stadium. All right, 3, 2, and 1. This is the last rep. Bring that back down, team. What an awesome effort. Thanks and congratulations to everyone for joining the miler session here in the Sweatfest Stadium. We certainly churned out some serious sweat today, so great to see. How you feeling there, bud?
Oh, wow. I've felt better, but no, it's awesome to get another hard session. I definitely felt it in my legs after that hard lab bike session this morning, that's for sure. But no, just awesome to be part of it. See everyone running hard. Like it's definitely motivating to be pushing yourself, but then see guys like Eric and Tim, who we highlighted, and they're running 3-minute Ks. It's super
great.
Cool, really motivating. So yeah,
great
awesome
workout. Well, and it's all being recorded, folks. If you want to do it again in the morning, feel free. Congratulations, everyone. QR code in the bottom left there for any of the folks who've joined us today who haven't yet tried SFuels. It's a low-cost stadium pack there to try it out and get started. The other promotion that we talked about through the week is for any folks that got through this whole session and finished with Lewis, we'd do a 2 bars for 1 deal. So if you head across to the SFuels store, and I'll put the link in the chat down at here on YouTube live, and if you type in 2 bars for 1 at the checkout, it'll give you the second box free. So
awesome.
You should enjoy that, folks, and hopefully you can get a taste of these SFuels bars that are flying off the shelf. Well, hey, awesome session, Lewis. Thanks for bringing the passion and the energy to the session today. And I know you're lining up 2 in a row. Next week, you're back on with doing the. I think we've got the peak power session. So Lewis will join us for that too, folks. For anyone who wants to join next Thursday, 6 p.m.
Yeah, heavy bike session next week, but I think that should be another epic one. The bikes, obviously.
It'll be a blast, for sure. Yeah, so folks, take a few snaps there in Zwift, and if you search for SFuels on Instagram or Facebook, you'll be able to put those stadium stickers on top of your Zwift shots, and we'd appreciate you sharing that out and tell more people about the stadium as we begin to build athletes who come and join us here in the stadium. It's been a great Thursday afternoon, and thanks for joining the Miler Speed Development Session. Thanks, Lewis, for being with us. Until next time, be well, be safe, and go longer, folks. Have a great one. Talk soon.
With tips from Ironman World Champion Dave Scott and Dr. Dan Plews, the SFuels and Endure IQ Spring 2020 Quick Start Guide is out now. It's packed with info, charts, and tools to rapidly transition your endurance training and racing to your best results yet. Download yours today and raise your performance with SFuels.
Oh, mate. Pretty tough, eh? Real tough.